Welcome to Survivor NSFW. Man, it is 2 degrees Fahrenheit here in Ohio, Johnny, negative 25. And earlier when I got home, I probably will end up filming this or posting this video.
Is it negative 2? Is it negative 25 or is it 2 degrees? Is it 2
No,
degrees Celsius?
No, it's 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, actually, right now, Cincinnati says 0 degrees.
Yeah.
Early, and then it's like negative 25 wind chill. So,
wind chill, okay.
Yeah,
it's 27 degrees here. It's going to get down to 14 tonight.
Okay, well, this is...
But with the wind chill, it's going to be, I think, negative 8 or something.
Yeah, it's unprecedented here. That like the mail,
same here.
The mail didn't even come. Like the fucking postal service.
Well, that's
shut
an
down.
excuse. I'm not cool with it. You know what I'm not cool with? I think people that do bad things should be punished. But I was driving to work this morning. I'm a realtor. I was actually going to show a house. And on the side of the road, they had these detention guys picking up trash on the side of the road. This was probably like 9 a.m. Mm-hmm. And unless they volunteered, that's like, as I said, I'm all for, you do something bad, you're punished for it. But like it was below freezing.
Yeah, right.
That's kind of shitty, huh?
Yeah, depending though, dude. You never know. What if they fucking like shot a dog or fucked with a kid or did something fucked up? Then I say let your fucking hands frostbite, dude.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think.
But if it's something stupid like I don't fucking know, weed possession. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's decriminalized at this point, most places.
Yeah, most places, but you never know, man. I had a buddy.
I live in Nashville, Virginia. I don't know, maybe.
Right.
So, but I just thought that was kind of, I mean, as I said, like, maybe they volunteered. I mean, because like even school was delayed. Your school is canceled yesterday, canceled tomorrow. Our school's delayed 2 hours yesterday and or today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they, I just. As I said, I'm all for you do some bad shit. You get caught. You do the time. Pay
the price for your crime or whatever. I get you, dude.
But fucking like 20 degrees, man.
Well, what I did is I filmed an experiment. I brought out a pan of water, and I submerged my beard in the pan. And then I lifted it up. So if you're watching this video on Patreon, I'm lifting up my beard here, and you can see the water dripping like a faucet from my beard. And probably after not even a minute, dude, the water droplets got slower and slower until it just formed an ice bead. And then I like reached in and I just like ate the ice bead like a fucking snow cone. But it's fucking cold, dude.
Or maybe you deep-throated it like a ice stick.
Well, yeah, you never know. Hashtag ice stick. But all I know is this.
Hashtag team fun.
It was cold outside, but on my TV set, shit was heating up. Celebrity Big Brother is happening. The episode tonight, I fucking loved it. I really loved it. So we know Ryan is out of the game. Tamar is stoked she is still here.
Because she has no grasp of what's going on in the house. None.
Tamar, you're saying?
Tamar, yeah. She's just like, oh my God, I made it through. It's just like, you were never a target. You were I mean, I guess there was the fact, that, she doesn't clean up after herself.
Right.
But otherwise, she wasn't she's not a threat. As in terms of a possible winner to the house, she might be, but we'll get to Tamar a little. She was the star of this episode, by the way. Maybe she might have shared the spotlight a little bit.
I had some laugh out loud moments with Tamar in this episode.
I mean, it wrote itself.
Yeah, so, it's like the one, like I said before previously, she's animated, she's funny, and we'll have to see. But so Joey, right?
He just learned the word pawn.
He did, and he basically tells Tom and Kato, "Hey, if I need to be a pawn, I will." And because
I just learned the word. I'm still wrestling with Alliance. I have no idea on the block, any of that shit. But I just learned the word pawn, and feel free to incorporate me with that, however that works.
Right. Dude, it's hilarious.
I hate him so much.
And I don't know what's up with his weird glasses, dude.
I get there. I wrote like my notes. Like Joey looks stupid. I hate him. Look at him. Joey sucks.
I mean,
if Joey would just shut up, he wouldn't be a target.
Right. The thing that's awesome, though, is the fact that if Joey wasn't on there and we couldn't make fun of him, it would just be one less thing we could talk about. So it's actually he's a great topic here on Survivor NSFW for the Celebrity Big Brother.
At this point, I'm glad he's in the house. In that, I mean, you gotta have somebody to root against,
right.
And I am openly and actively rooting against Joey Lawrence.
Oh yeah,
who would have thunk it too? I mean, because like when I was a little kid, I mean, as I said, like give me a break. I love that. Like I wanted Nell Carter to raise me. I wanted to be like I never wanted that Dutch boy haircut, but I wanted to be Joey. And then Blossom get at least getting a turn at 6. I would have been all over that.
Yes. You're hilarious, dude. I actually wanted to be Willis from Different Strokes.
Oh, dude, Will is he the one that went to the bike shop?
No, I don't know, dude. But what you talking about, Will? I love, dude. Different Strokes. We talked about this before. Different Strokes, the A-Team, Great American Hero, Knight Rider, Dukes of Hazzard, Cheers, Dennis.
Arnold Sprint Dudley. You wanted to be Dudley.
Dudley.
You wanted to go to the bike shop.
Yes.
And drink the juice.
Dude, that's awesome, man. But I tell you what, we see Joey. He's.
Is that why you got into BMX?
No. I wish I got into BMX because of my brother, but it's. But dude, we see Lolo feeling like a traitor because she's having a tough time that she voted off a U.S. Olympian, right?
Yeah.
And
she goes, when I finished 4th, he was the one that comforted me that night through that, and I'm just like, yeah, way to pay him back. You're a great friend.
Right. I think that it was, as much as I was entertained by Ryan in the house, I really was. I think him going out is the smart move for the players, because as Big Brother,
I think challenge-wise, he's a beast, and he seemed to be, despite making the wrong decision on his first initial, ride or die alliance in Jonathan. I think socially he was liked by most.
Oh yeah.
So a good early target. We do learn pretty early on in the episode that Tom Green would like to be HOH, and my girlfriend thinks it's so he can feed mice to the snake. little and the people that get that, congratulations.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah,
I don't know if there's a snake in the HOH room.
Well, you never know. I mean, there could be, and
I feel like CBS kind of spoil. I'd stay away from spoiler sites and stuff like this.
I do too.
And there was a tweet, and I think I added you on it. It was a tweet of Tom Green. Weezer, for those of you that didn't know, last week released the Teal album, and the Teal album is a cover album. They do Africa, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Sweet Dreams, Take on Me, Happy Together, Paranoid, Mr. Blue Sky, No Scrubs, Billie Jean, Stand by Me. No Scrubs is most people's favorite. I like the whole album. I think it's great. I hope it comes out on vinyl. The cover is amazing. It's very 80s. It's fun. And CBS tweeted, or at least the Big Brother account tweeted, Tom Green singing the Weezer version of No Scrubs.
Yes.
And I was just like, well, that's weird that he would have access to music, and especially like new music like this. And I'm guessing that was part of the HOH package.
Gotcha.
So that was kind of like I didn't know, like I started piecing it together. I'm like, oh man, I bet Tom Green wins.
Right.
I mean,
right.
like I was happy that Tom Green won, but I wasn't happy that it was semi-spoiled.
Right. Yeah. I hear you. I hate spoilers, dude. Whether it's Celebrity Big Brother, Survivor, Amazing Race, the whole point. The Flash.
I ruined the first 3 seasons of The Flash for you.
Oh, well, you said the fucking 4th season sucks. So I'm like, oh god, is this shit's gonna suck? But
Hey, this season, I watched tonight before Big Brother. It was from Tuesday night. I'm behind on everything, and plus I don't like I like fast forwarding through commercials, so I don't mind watching stuff behind.
Yeah,
but this season of The Flash, good shit.
Well, good. Here's the problem. Yeah, we'll get. I don't want to take up people's time here and talk about the Flash, but so you
got a minute?
We see Joey.
you refuse. Like, no, this is why you're top 10 nicest survivor, and I'm not on anyone's fucking nice list. No. I'm just like, let's talk about the Flash for 5 minutes. How cool is that?
Well, with the Flash, here's the thing. So the Flash is on network, some cable channel, right?
CW.
Okay, so Netflix has the old Flash seasons because they're years old. The problem fucking is
they get them right after the season's over.
Okay, good, because I'm like this, dude. I am not DVRing any current Flash. The only Flash I know that's in existence is the shit that's on Netflix, and the only reason I even know about the show to even watch it was because you're like, dude, me and Piper are watching The Flash. It's fucking killer. So I was like, man, I need to get a show that my kids can watch because half the time all they watch is fucking people playing Fortnite on YouTube and Dude Perfect and shit, right? So we started watching. I was like, fuck yeah, The Flash. And then we're going to watch Green, what is it? The Arrow and some other...
It's just Arrow.
Okay.
But he starts stacking bodies. I'm warning you. Yep. He stacks bodies.
Well, so anyways, so that's good to know that Netflix puts it on right after the season. So by the time I'm caught up, on The Flash, it'll be the next season. So
you're
Johnny.
Good. And are you not familiar with torrent sites and how they work? They're illegal, by the way.
Well, no, I am, but I don't really fuck with it, dude. Like
once again, nice survivor over here, Jonny Fairplay. If you saw my screen right now, it's nothing but bad stuff. I mean, it's just like, Bohemian Rhapsody comes out in 2 weeks. I don't think so.
Oh, you're fucking funny, dude. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, dude. Like, yeah, it's one of those weird things. Like, I remember when Napster came out, and then Lars from Metallica had a big fucking... But by the way, I fucking was very close to buying Metallica tickets tonight for my whole fucking family and going. But I was like, man, I can't fucking spend $360 to go to Metallica tonight. You know what I mean? And then I was like, I wouldn't be able to do this podcast. So I'm seeing all my friends post Facebook videos and shit of Metallica playing, and I'm like, fuck, I should have damn gone.
Yeah. I'm going to New Japan Pro Wrestling Friday night in Charlotte, but next Friday night in Durham, North Carolina, I'm going to see Bert Kreischer, the comedian. I don't know if you... He's the Machine. I'll send you the skit. Anyone listening right now and you've never heard the Machine story, Bert Kreischer, it is the most. He was a student at Florida State, and he got to go to Russia, and he basically joins the Russian mafia. Wow. It's amazing.
Cool.
So anyway, he's a comedian. He's on Netflix. He has a Netflix special just dropped called Body Shots, and it's him with no shirt on, and he should be wearing a shirt. Which
so he's not the most fit.
Nope.
He doesn't look. He does not look like our guest we had Wednesday of this week, Johnny Island, Johnny Mundo, John Hennigan. So hey, if you're just discovering our podcast and you're hearing the Celebrity Big Brother coverage, you can go back and watch all of our previous stuff that we've done. We do it every week, and we did a fun interview with pro wrestler and quirky ass dude John Hennigan. So check out that episode and comment. Let us know what you think. So we see Joey Color Me Bad talking with Ricky, and then telling everyone how strong the Alliance of Four is between Kato, Tom, Lolo, and Natalie, Eva, Marie. You know, and he's wanting to make an alliance, but he's kind of proposing this to Tamar. And then they show Tamar like, I ain't having this shit. Like, I ain't making no damn alliance with Joey. What do you think of that shit, man?
Well, how great was Ricky Williams? He's just like, should be worrying about yourself, son.
He should.
How great is it? He called him son.
I know. And the funny thing is like Joey's trying to make an alliance, even though he doesn't even like the word alliance. So what is he really trying to do? I don't know what he's fucking trying to do.
He started. The game is difficult for someone that starts 12 days after everyone else.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did appreciate Tamar calling Team Fun a bootleg superheroes alliance.
Yes, I did too. I did too.
I think that's in reference to Lolo and Eva Marie more than anything else.
Yeah, and Lolo, Tom, and Eva Marie start talking about how they have got to win this HOH competition coming up. And then Ricky then tells Natalie, Eva Marie, and Lolo what Joey said. So Ricky's,
he's stirring the pot.
He is.
He has got that part of the game down. Like, cause it's one of those deals where like when I played Survivor after Survivor, I met Richard Hatch, like a year or 2 years later, and he didn't respect the way I played the game, and he was just like he goes, I watch and there was just so many instances that I saw that you were just so volatile and explosive, and anyone that owns their emotions wouldn't do that, and I'm just like, dude, I'm like, if you go back and look, I play a very comparable game to yours, I'm like, but there's so many frustrations that if you keep inside, they'll drive you crazy, especially, living on a fucking island with crazy people. Mm-hmm. My loophole was if I had a problem, we have tribal, that next morning, that's when I get my shit out. That's when I just fucking unleash. And I got 2 days to throw the target on someone else after that. Yeah, stir that pot and say, hey, that person's talking about that person, attack. Mm-hmm. And so as far as my volatility and explosive, I think as long as you time it out, time it out correctly, rather, it's okay.
Yeah, right. Well, Ricky is definitely playing this. I don't know, like a sleeper kind of game. Like you're like, what is Ricky doing?
He's the cerebral assassin.
Yeah,
of Celebrity Big Brother.
He's literally half the time he's smoking weed, and then bam, when it comes time to really fucking strike the fucking bam, like he's in there and ready to make a move. So, when we see Ricky, he's actually doing things that actually make sense. So we go to the head of household competition, and I love this. This
Slaughterhouse. You thought it was just going to be the band Slaughterhouse, didn't you? Were you just like, oh my god, if Danger's here, this is going to be a good night.
Bang Tango, White Snake, dude. I never got into glam.
The hair metal?
No, I know all of it. Everybody listening.
Yeah.
Here's the interesting thing. When I was growing up, I grew up on, we had cable TV. We had the little box that you would push the buttons, right? And then we had the little pay-per-view, Jonny, homage to wrestling, WrestleMania 1. We had this, it was like a copper-looking box with a key. And when we wanted to watch WrestleMania 1, you put the key in, you turned it, and it charged your account for WrestleMania. Okay, so I
had to go to the cable place and screw this thing onto the back of my cable box, and then the next day take it back to them.
No, so we had this cable box. You could put a key in, turn it, right? So I watched WrestleMania 1, dude.
I'm like, oh my god, my mom would have killed me. Our bill would have been like $8,000 a month.
And growing up on MTV, man, I feel that the generation of kids now grow up watching YouTube videos. MTV doesn't play music. I learned, dude, about all genres of music watching videos from Cyndi Lauper, Michael Jackson, Aha, watching Yo MTV Raps, watching alternative, like the 120 Minutes show, watching Ricky Rackman on Headbangers Ball. And I learned about all this music, man. And it's crazy because I think we're in a generation of kids that maybe, I don't know about you, but I'm like, man, I am a lover of music, Jonny. You can't see it. I got my vinyl. Well, actually, right over here if you're on Patreon.
Yeah, I can see your vinyl. I got
vinyl. I got CDs, and I know you have I'm envious of your collection of vinyl records, Jonny. Do you think
I got EPMD from Spain?
Spain. That's fucking awesome. So, do you think kids today are growing
Suck.
up, becoming lovers of music
No.
like we do.
No, because the music that they're listening to is so horrible that there's no, you can't attach the word love to it.
Yeah.
So there's no way.
It's
Yeah.
insane. It's insane. So anyways,
I think we're one generation removed. Like we're one generation away from them never even knowing who the Beatles were. How crazy is that?
It's fucking crazy. It's crazy, dude. It is very crazy.
You could define, like, up until 10 years ago, you could define a person by whether they were an Elvis person or a Beatles person.
Yeah, and the good news is, Johnny, is people like you and I'm assuming this, you have an extensive vinyl collection and you have good taste in music. And I feel the same way. So I have, since my children were little, I've been like letting them listen to all types of shit. Sure. But good shit. We don't listen to fucking new ass pop country bullshit. No offense to anyone that listens to that shit, but I've heard enough about, and there's a lot of people that listen to that shit, man. Every song is about a fucking truck and the girl they broke up with.
Oh no, girl, hot chick, little short shorts, getting in my truck, drinking PBR. I mean, the message is great. let's not front on the message. I mean, because Chase Rice, he's got that shit down. I think Chase Rice has an album dedicated to Paps.
Johnny, let's cut to the chase. Let's record a country album together.
I'm down. Oh, did you ever finish your booty song?
Well, dude, here's the deal. The guy in my other band, like the guy that I jam my normal rock and roll band, he can do beats, so I'm going to get together with him and work on the music for my rap song Bounce, right? But I also started working on another rap song, which will be my second single, which we'll get into later.
Obviously, or the side B.
Yeah, that's right. So
45.
Johnny and I have millions of projects going on.
We do,
and we have a fucking website that's going to be up. That's going to have all of our projects.
Yeah,
it's going to have our podcast shit. It's going to have Johnny's fucking YouTube shit. It'll have my damn rap videos, my band. Anything that Fairplay and the Beard do is going to be on this website. So stay tuned.
That's what we should call it.
Yeah, we should. 2019 is going to be a fucking badass year. So this is a 70s inspired horror movie deal called Slaughterhouse. You enter a pitch black house. You got to find a key, get to the car. First person with the easiest time wins.
But before anyone even remotely begins, I'm like, Tamar has no chance. Tamar has no chance.
Oh, dude.
How right I was.
You were right. So the first person that goes, Eva Marie, which I would not want to go first in a challenge like this.
Well, you know what? I don't know. I think they just showed her first because she was so reactionary to all the things.
Okay, so she may not have actually gone first.
Went the order that they showed their time.
Okay, cool. All right, so they show Natalie Eva Marie go first. She's scared of the dark. You got the chainsaw dude coming out after you.
I will say this. Chainsaws do help you proceed to the next room.
No, they do. They do.
I feel that way.
Dude,
if there's like a small passage, I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing that. And then there's a chainsaw coming. I'm like, the small passage doesn't seem like the worst of ideas.
Right. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Are you scared of haunted houses?
I'm not a big haunted house guy. I'm not a big.
Because you do a big Halloween party, and you have some scary elements to it, but not like.
I did have some scary elements. We went to the Halloween store. We bought a bunch of some pig guy and body parts and zombies, fucking shit like that. But typically, I'm not. I don't watch horror movies.
You don't watch horror movies?
Not at all. I don't. My wife,
really?
Myself, my kids don't watch horror. Dude.
I mean, I get the kids, but I mean.
Yeah, I'm not. I just never. As a kid. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think how old I was. Teenager, watching Nightmare on Elm Street, like the first one. I remember watching a movie called April Fool's Day.
Yeah?
Okay. I've never watched the Halloweens. I've never watched the Friday the 13th movies. It's just not my cup of tea, right?
Really? Are you scared or you just don't like it?
No, I don't know. I'm just not real into the whole horror scene. And as we find out tonight on Celebrity Big Brother, there's not a lot of contestants that are. Half of them are scared of horror shit, and the other half are just like, fuck it, like, we're doing a challenge. I don't give a shit. I
love horror. I go to haunted houses, but like there has to be like I have to have someone that I can push in front of me to like sacrifice if I needed to.
Right.
It can be my daughter, girlfriend, whatever.
Right.
But like, but I'm a big puss. But I still like I love the adrenaline rush. Like I'm off. Like I will go to a haunted house. I like it. Horror movies, love them.
Well, my old boss, he ran this really, really good haunted hayride, dude. Like it's a legit one, and we went, and it was killer, and I enjoyed it. And I
think you probably just told yourself you don't like this stuff, and you probably just
and Tessa doesn't like. She's not down with it. She doesn't like being scared and fearful and shit, and have bad dreams and visions and whatever. So like. Yeah. If she was like all about watching horror shit, this shit gets me off, I would maybe watch it. But she's not into it, so I really I have so much other shit I enjoy. I just don't fucking watch it. But
sure, me and the girlfriend, real quick, me and the girlfriend watched Bird Box, and like,
is it good, dude? Is it worth watching?
I mean, there's people screaming at their fucking headphones right now. It's just like, don't fucking talk about Bird Box. Well, there is a scene where something might happen to these babies. And the girlfriend's just like, that's it, turn it off. And she goes, I can't watch this right now because it was late at night. Mm-hmm. And she was just like, I can't, because we have a baby. So she was just like, I can't think about a baby possibly dying. And so we finished the next day. It was, I thought it was, it's pretty much the movie. If you've ever seen the movie The Happening, it's the same fucking movie.
I have not seen them.
I guess it's better than The Happening. I think it's great that it's fucking free. I don't really consider that I pay for Netflix, but $11 or was it $12 a month? Like that doesn't change my life. Like that's just much like Patreon.
Right. That's right.
So patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. You get all these bonus. All right. So we do these bonus podcasts for Big Brother. We always do a weekly Survivor wrap up show or interview. These bonus Big Brothers that we're throwing out there, not all of them are going to be on the free side. So this is kind of like the intro to let you know. If they are going to be available if you do, just the basic Patreon package at patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. But yeah, give us a try for 1 month. Big Brother only lasts a month. So you start on February 1st. You will make it through Big Brother. You will be all set. So try us for 1 month. Just throw the $5 in the tip jar to say thank you guys for giving us Big Brother content out of nowhere. So, but yeah, patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. Yeah, watch. If you got nothing else on, watch Bird Box. It's fine.
Well,
it's good.
I will watch it. So the shit's funny. Yeah. So you got to walk through a crawl space, which is claustrophobic for some people. You go into this kitchen. I'd be pretty fucking scared. So we see Natalie, Eva Marie go first, setting the fucking kind of precedent of what's going on. Then Candy is next. She says she likes haunted houses. She actually did really well.
She likes horror movies. She likes haunted houses a lot calmer than I would have guessed. Yeah, even like in the hallway, she was just like, I'm just trying to get over here and get this key.
Oh, yeah. She's killing it. And then the opposite of Candy is Tamar, which, as you said a few minutes ago, dude, she is tripping out before she even walks in the fucking house.
She was, but even before she took the first step onto the steps, she was running in place. Like her legs were moving up and down, but they refused to move forward. Like she's saying, hey, I'm walking straight. And her body's like, we ain't going straight.
No. And I was actually,
I've never seen that before. I've never seen somebody's body say, no, motherfucker.
She was scared. She was scared to death, dude. And I was actually laughing out loud at the fact that she was so scared. So she just was like,
if Tamar was on the season, this season is not half as good as it is.
I agree. Because she's so
like her drama, her comedy. Like I think she is a total package television star. I think she brings every element you need for good television. I'm so happy she's there.
I am too. So she just says, "Fuck this. I'm done. Give me my max time limit because I ain't doing this shit." So she's just gambling.
The girlfriend suggested that they say, like, when they give their times, they should say for her dead.
Yeah.
And she would have, because she's like, "Oh yeah, I ain't do nothing."
Right. And so after Tamar does her scared shitless deal, we see Tom Green, who's like, "Look, I need to win this. I don't care what it takes." And he goes through. He has a good idea. He doesn't seem scared at all the jump scares and the bunny rabbit chick and all that.
I think if you're 6'3", you have a decided advantage in any haunted house.
Yeah, well, maybe, or unless you're scared shitless, it doesn't matter how big you are. But
I think it's hard to scare a bigger person.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's a good theory. I'll have to look on Reddit, Google search that shit on Reddit, and see if the people think that's a true statement. I think you could be 7 foot tall.
That's where I go for
scared.
all my factual information.
Well. He's, Tom Green's like, "Dead guy's got the key." Tom Green had great time, and he was impressive watching go through this. Dina, just kind of pointless. She doesn't like scary.
It looked like Dina did great, and then we get her time. It's just like, well, that was a good edit.
Well, I know, because they're just like, it was uneventful.
Yeah.
Dina was completely not even in relevant in this episode whatsoever.
I gotta hit up boy Michael Lohan, don't I?
You do, and you gotta get Adam from Big Brother, and
I know. I forgot. Like tonight would have been a good night for that shit because no one wants to talk to us on Saturday.
Yeah, next week we'll get it. So Lolo goes in. She's motivated to win. She's the Olympian. She's got something to prove, and she does pretty well.
She did a fucking Dukes of Hazzard jump out the window.
She did. It was like Bo and Luke Duke slipping into the general lead.
Yeah, I was hoping she's gonna go and do it into the car too, but I think the window was up.
Yeah, yep. And I love how everyone's getting into the car and they don't realize the backseat guy that starts scaring them. Scare. Yeah, and then they pause the person's face.
Loved it. And once again, just a reminder of how much Joey sucks. Shut up. Get lost, car guy.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Oh my God, you just suck at everything.
Yeah, so Joe, so we see Ricky. He gets scared easily, but he seems to do well. And then Joey, like you said,
a window dive.
He did do a window dive. He's like, "Dude, I was like 4th and 2. Boom! I fucking went through that."
Why do you call it the Ravens, man? I like the Raven. Man, I mean, you got other people you could fuck with. Ricky Williams. Why are you alienate Baltimore?
Yeah, he's going on. And then so we see Joey, but yeah, I noticed that too. I had that down in my mind, dude. Like Joey is kind of like, eh. So they go and they Kato is kind of going through the times of everybody, and we see Tom wins with I forget what the score is, 3 minutes something. He wins
6 seconds maybe, and
he wins the head of household, which he was really wanting to win head of household.
He does, so he can feed mice to the snake.
Yep. So he wins.
That's his only goal.
So I'm pumped he wins. It's like he was on the block.
Well, no, I was pumped he won until we have Kato coming up with new alliance names.
Dude, all I know is we see Candy catch Tom off guard. She basically straight up says to him, like, "Are you in an alliance with everyone else?" And the beauty of Tom Green is Tom Green played this pretty cool where he's like avoiding the question and making statements but not directly even responding to her original question.
I think he could have been a little smoother, but then again, I think he's just an awkward person by nature. So if he's a little smoother, then it's just like, oh, this motherfucker's really lying.
Yeah. So he keeps kind of ignoring
he did it about as good as he could.
Yeah, I think so. He really doesn't answer. And then Tom and Kato start talking about their alliance, and then Ricky walks in, and Ricky kind of asks to be in the alliance with Kato, Tom, Lolo, and Natalie, Eva Marie. Now, what do you think about him becoming a 5th member of this alliance? Now, if they do this and they can pull it off, they could go far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all right. Well, it starts with Kato wants to call, like, instead of Team
Team Fun.
Namaste. No. Instead of Team Namaste, he wants to call it Team We Want Stay. And that I just wanted to punch him in the face.
Yeah, it's
So
stupid.
then, so then the follow up was because Tom's right. He's like, dude, we have to have hashtags and shit.
Yeah.
So hashtag Team Fun, and Ricky Williams is like, no
Yeah.
name.
No,
Goes,
yeah.
but the name of our alliance would be like Team, and then no name. He just so fucking firm and fucking just not out. I'm just like, I love Ricky Williams. My head, I think, is telling me Tom. My heart is telling me Ricky Williams.
Dude.
No name.
Yeah, well,
I will not endorse this shitty fucking hashtag bullshit.
Yeah, and he says no name like Stern, and then it goes right to commercial break, and you're like, dude, you know what I did? Like, I was watching it live as it happened, so like, I hit my freaking DVR, I rewind to hear what Ricky had to say again, because I was like, did he just say no name again? Like, he's just like, dude, he's shutting it down. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not like it's like look, y'all asked me to be a part of y'all shit, or I asked you whatever. If the shit's being established, I ain't being in some fucking hokey shit, man.
Right.
That's dumb.
Yep.
I'm in real shit.
Yeah.
No name.
No. Yeah. He says no name, and it's like so. Kato, Tom, and Ricky are talking.
Well, hold on. Get back. Do you like him being the fit? All right. So here's where I'm at.
I like Ricky, but I don't. You can't trust Ricky, in my opinion.
I don't know. I think you can't. See, I thought I couldn't because Ricky kind of says he's just I'm down for this alliance for now. I just got to see if it makes sense. Yeah, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. But at the end of the show, he's just like, hey man, what we want collectively is he seems like he's all in. And I understand why Tom's guard is up, and I also understand that he's a fucking threat. And Tom realizes this. But if Ricky's really on board, which and Kato believes he is, yeah, I that's my final three. I fuck over fucking Lolo and
Natalie,
Eva Marie.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you take Ricky, and you take Kato, and you take Tom as final three, and they turn on the women when the time is right. Yeah, I mean that would be the smart move, I think.
That's what I like. So I don't know. As I said, I know Tom has his guard up. I think if Tom and Ricky have a good one-on-one conversation the next couple days, and firm that up, I think we have a strong deal going forward. So, but if they don't have that conversation right now, then it's I think someone else could sneak into that spot and fucking send Tom home.
Yeah, I would not like that. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Tom.
That's the worst idea ever. Fairplay.
Yeah, and Kato, Tom, and Ricky are talking, about what's going on, and Kato says Tamar and Candy. He's kind of putting out those two names.
Yeah, because and Ricky champions that because he's just they won't go after each other, and then we backdoor Joey, and then Tom's like, yeah, or you.
Right. Dude, you know what I found funny is when Tom goes into that room, he's all by himself, and he sees that big golden plate. He's like, oh, what's this plate thing? And he puts it on his head, and then and
he teleports.
Yeah, he teleports, and they start making it like a UFO. Tom Green is just, not everyone I don't think would love his humor, okay? Yeah. But I am entertained by it.
I was cool with the UFO and the shooting, the choo.
Yeah.
I was not cool with the teleporting.
I don't even care about the teleporting. I wasn't even thinking about the teleporting.
No, I mean,
it happened, but I'm just gonna pretend like it didn't because I like.
You think he really teleported?
No, I don't.
Oh, well,
but
no, I mean,
I also don't think that fucking pew pew laser beam shot out of the fucking UFO head either.
Who did that on was it Prince or what's her name, the chick, the last Star Wars movie, Laura Dern, she did a pew pew when she shoots.
Really?
Yes. Suck.
So he puts that on his head, and then we see Kato and Tom talking. Kato thinks Ricky is good to be the fifth person of their alliance, but Tom, he's kind of apprehensive still.
Yeah,
at this point.
Tom is playing a very Jonny Fairplay version of the game, and that's keep the weak and get rid of the strongest. That's a smart way to play the game. However, I do think those three dudes, because no chick alliance has started and made it to the end together, and they've already failed here. So, but I don't know. I think those three could be one of the best three alliance members in the history of Big Brother. I mean, they're so fun. They could be so fun together. And Kato.
Yeah, no, Kato's playing the game, man. As much as I don't like,
but I'm saying it's fun to watch. Kato's not fun to watch.
Right. So then we go to this Entertainment Tonight breaking news. It's the publicist twist, sticky situation.
Entertainment Tonight, don't they?
Huh?
They love saying entertainment. They're like Entertainment Tonight.
Oh yeah.
The whole I'm just like, oh my god! If I'm Entertainment Tonight, I'm just like, yeah, we're pulling. We're not. We don't want to. This is too much.
Yeah. So if they go to this
money's worth.
Yes.
If they bought in as a sponsor, they're getting their money's worth.
They are getting their money's worth.
The cast singing the theme. That doesn't even have words.
It's the publicist twist where America could go in and vote. And I think it's pretty interesting on who America ended up voting for in this situation.
I think the fix was in.
What's that?
Fix was in on this, and here's my theory. Last week, or not last episode, I believe, we had that little cutaway with Tamar saying, "Look, I know Big Brother. I know Chicken George and Dr. Will. Okay." Big Brother fans are very internet savvy. They watch the live feeds. They respond to the Twitter. They fucking vote. When they showed that little clip of Tamar saying she's down with Chicken George and Dr. Will, that was basically the bat signal to the Big Brother internet following going, if you're wondering who's one of you, Tamar is.
And they're supporting their fellow Big Brother fandom by giving Tamar the power of the publicist. That's a good theory, dude. She wins, and she's been playing it up.
She's great TV, but I don't see her as the type of player that a typical Big Brother fan is behind. They like more of the strategy. They like more of a Dr. Will type player, and that's more of a Tom Green. So no, I think the fix is in. And when they said when they, why did they play that clip saying that she knew Chicken George and Dr. Will?
Right.
I think that was a call to action.
So the power of the publicist, Tamar gets it, and essentially it's like winning immunity on Survivor. She is
a hidden immunity idol.
Yeah,
she can use for the next 2 votes.
Yeah, she's immune, so she's in a great spot right now. She has nothing to worry about. So we got Kato, Ricky, and Tom again talking, and kind of like talking about who to put up on the block.
Yeah.
So what do you think? So I know I'm thinking does Tom, he starts saying, do I go for who has the most power, or do I have someone who I think has this power of publicist, or that person could be both of those things?
Yeah. I don't understand the candy nomination. If I'm sitting in the house, I don't think that Candy is America's favorite.
I don't either. I'm now, and I don't think if I'm in the house playing the game that I think she's the favorite. So
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think Tom's misreading if he thinks America's going, oh man, Candy's my she's my she gets 8 seconds of airtime an episode.
Right.
She has less airtime than Ricky Williams, and Ricky Williams is one of the stars of the show.
Right. Yeah, you're right. So it's
who's not on.
Right. So it's nomination time, and he puts up Candy and Joey, and Yeah.
I could see the Joey. I could see if I'm Tom rationalizing it. I could see because if they do this publicist thing 3 days ago, Ryan Lochte gets it. Like
Yes.
that's a fact.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So I could see Tom processing it in that, if they liked Ryan, maybe that carries over to Joey. And plus, everyone loved Joey, before Big Brother. They I don't think he's figured out that everyone hates him at this point. Watching the show,
Right.
It's just like, oh, they probably still love Joey. Like, maybe they're just watching 12 minutes of the show and scenes without him.
Right.
So, but yeah, I don't understand the Candy guess. I think he's off.
And Candy's not too happy about it, but
he calls himself fried chicken. That's a dumb. I mean, good fried chicken. There is there. You can't put a price on it.
Dude, you're making me hungry right now, Jonny Fairplay. Talking about fried chicken, KFC.
And it's the man bun and the NSYNC T-shirt.
Dude, where'd you get is that an original or is that one you bought at Target, like a redo?
It is a Target.
Is it real? Okay. So Target, I walk in there sometimes and it's like...
and you're just like, man, I want that NSYNC shirt.
Yeah, they got the Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon shirt. They got the fucking Appetite for Destruction shirt. They got
the only one I have from Target... I think the only one is this, the NSYNC.
I love it. I love it.
I had a Run DMC. I think it's seen better days. So I had a Run DMC Target shirt and then an NSYNC.
Well, that's good.
But I get most of my shirts from JonnyFairplay.com.
Hell yeah! And you get a call from Jonny Fairplay himself if you buy a shirt. And you can see if you're on Patreon, he's got the Richard and Rob and Jonny and Russell Survivor NSFW shirt. And he's got the Davey shirt in the background. We have a Matt Bischoff cartoon shirt. We have a bunch of shirts up there. So go to JonnyFairplay.com. Check out all the shirts. They're great shirts. You can order. You get a free phone call from Jonny Fairplay. Or if you order my shirt, I will call you. Or if I'm busy, I'll have my kids call you or something. But
that's pretty cool.
Anyway, but here's the deal.
Wait, what shirt do I have to get for Tessa to call me?
I don't know. We'll see about that one. But hey, everybody. So, like I said, these are bonus podcasts, the Celebrity Big Brother stuff, and you can check out all of the video versions and everything else that we do on patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. $5 gets you the Wednesday weekly podcast we do, video version. Just $10 a month gives you everything. All of the other content. And I'm telling you what, there is a lot of content. Jonny and I have not missed a beat with this stuff. And it's fun and exciting stuff. Like we recorded earlier this week. We recorded our podcast with John Hennigan. We also did a Patreon takeover where we had a very special patron, Angela, come on.
Does Angela, I just pieced this together. Angela sounds like Candy when she talks.
I wasn't really thinking that, but
going forward, check that. Like it will haunt you.
Okay, but she, as a patron, she got to ask the mayor of Slamtown and Jonny and myself questions, and that special Patreon takeover will be up on our Patreon site this Friday.
Yeah, it drops Thursday at 12:01 a.m. But technically Friday.
Yeah, so. And Monday we have the final Pearl Islands watch along that is going to drop, which is the reunion show. Yeah. And then the following week, every Monday we'll be busting out Survivor Caramoan, which is my season. Survivor Caramoan. We're in the Philippines. Fans versus favorites 2, and I'm excited to have special guest on for that. So check out Survivor NSFW on Patreon, which is Patreon, patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. And Jonny, do you have any last words after tonight's episode before we get out of here?
Well, I was thinking sometimes on Big Brother they do these kind of like how we got to where we are episodes, and I thought that Saturday night might be one of the. I'm just like, they're not doing a big episode on Saturday night. It's just going to be kind of a catch up deal. And then I kind of did the math. Sunday is the Super Bowl, so that they are doing it is going to be an elimination on Saturday, and I think that's why, because of the Super Bowl.
Right on. Well, stay tuned. We will be bringing you the content Saturday night. I might get kicked out of the bedroom to sleep in the guest bedroom because I'm going to be doing a podcast Saturday night. But hey, that's okay. So, we will be covering it no matter what day it is. So Thank you guys very much for checking out this bonus podcast. We will see you next time on Survivor NSFW.